Well, hello, you can see a fish tank behind me, and that's because we've got a tropical fish tank. Welcome to a bit of a weird video of setting up and our journey to getting to this behind me. Hello, and welcome back to another mussel fishing film. You can see we are not fishing today. This video is going to be completely different. We've decided, me and the other half, we're going to do a fish tank. So we're not fishing, but there's fish involved. I'm an absolute novice at fish keeping. I'll say that. I used to keep a lot of tropical fish. I've kept a lot of cold water fish over the years. I've had a pond, so I do know a little bit. So I'm not a complete novice, but I haven't done it for a very long time. So it's a big learning experience. We've got a 250 litre tank behind us, to the left of me, and we've got to set it up from scratch. Now, we were going to do a cold water tank and put goldfish and some temperate fish in there. However, we've been spoken to and talked into, shall we say, on putting tropical fish in. So, we've got the gravel, we've got the bogwood, we've got some rocks, we've got all the bits we need, filters, etc. We've got the parts that we require, which I thought we had lost, so I ordered some more, which we're waiting for, and then I found it in my car today. So we needed a bigger ring for the filter, which I've now found. Ordered the small one, so that was the wrong one. Absolute pain in the bum. But we've got the parts we need to set the fish tank up. So let's get on with the video. This is an absolute, I don't know how this video is going to come out. I don't know what style it's going to be in, but we're going to see what we can do with a 250 litre fish tank, and we're going to set it up in a tropical format. So you might see this video when I'm talking as a background. It's going to be part of probably some of the videos, the instructional videos maybe. I don't know, but you're here. Let's see how we get on setting up this fish tank. Right, so the first thing that we have to do is set up the pipes and the filter work on this fish tank. Now, it's a bit odd. It's an external filter, and the pipes go underneath in two holes in the fish tank, which seem very strange to me. I don't know if it's going to leak. It's a second-hand tank, so we have to assume that it's all good. So we're going to open up our cupboard, and we're going to set these pipes up first. So let's have a little look as to what is going on in here. So we've got a fluval 307 tank. It's an external filter tank, so it's nice and powerful. And then we've got two of these hoses, and they have to go underneath the fish tank. Now, one's for the will suck water and one will blow water. These were the screws I was talking about earlier. So those are the screws that I was talking about earlier, which basically clamp the seal down to make it watertight. So we're going to have a little look what's going on here. We've got one in and one out. It says it on the tank. So that's the outie, which is this one. So we'll start with that. We've got a seal here, and also got a seal on the inside. So I'm going to poke the inlet through here. You'll be able to see that come through on the video, hopefully. You'll be able to see those holes there in this tank, which, as I said, was a little strange. And that has to sort of go in like so. There we go, there's one in. While here, I might as well put the other one in. So we're going to put the sucky piece of the hose in now. Tess made a very good decision to take the whole roof off, top off, and make it a lot easier, because we've got lots of bogwood to put in later. And we've got lots of gravel, plants, and eventually we will have some water. So let's get those in. Now, I am dubious that this is going to hold water without any leaking, but we'll see. It might be okay. So we'll screw these down pretty tight so it creates a waterproof seal in the bottom. Hopefully be tight. Don't know how tight we're going to need to do it. I'd imagine pretty tight, but we'll know when there's a bit of water in there. So the next bits we've got to attach to this filter are one flow pipe, which basically pushes all the water out. So that's going on the right hand side, and then we've got the sucky one, which brings the water, draws the water down into the filter, cleans it all, and then obviously it pushes it out with this one. So we're just going to slide those on. Like so. There we go, so that's that set up, hopefully. The filter is going to go in now, and we're going to attach the filter cables. Also not going to turn it on, there's no water, but you can see those pipes there, hopefully, in the cabinet. Hopefully you can see those. We're just going to insert it in, push the red button down, like so, and then that's our flow control there. And that is all we've got to do for the tank there. It's nice and simple. Yeah, so I think basically now it is time to put some gravel in there and do some aquascaping. We're not very good at this, I don't think, but we'll see. Hopefully we'll put together a nice tank. Whew, that took a while. So we've now put all the gravel in. There's 30 kilos of black 2 to 3 mil micro gravel in there. And there we go. There it is. We're going to put a lot of real plants in here, like live plants. So we want it quite. Sorry, focus out there. We want the depth. So anything with these good cameras is the focus. It's not as good as GoPros, but yeah, we want the depth to be a little bit more, sort of like 3 inches in places. We're probably going to buff it up in one area, and we're going to have it sloping. But yeah, we're just going to play with the aquascaping now and see what we can do. But yeah, that boring old job, sieving that much gravel out, but has to be done to get rid of the dust. And yeah, we'll see how we get on. So what is aquascaping? Well, it's basically building an aquarium and creating an environment for the fish in whichever way you wish. You can do it in lots of different ways. You can use rocks, bogwood, different gravels, different plants. Yeah, it's not something... I'm quite creative in some ways, but this sort of way. I've got a little vision in my head. I think I sort of want to have 2 sort of caves either end, and sort of we've got this nice bit of bogwood which comes down into the middle, so it creates like a flow. Yeah, I love watching fish, to be honest, and that's why we thought it would be a good idea to get a tank in our new room back here. So new room, it's not a new room, it's just we've redone it. It was the dog's room, it still is the dog's room, but it's a nicer version of the dog's room.
It's snug.
It's snug, Tess, my other half calls it. So yeah, she's just playing with the gravel at the moment, and we're going to just play around with the gravel, see what we can do. So we've put all the gravel in the bottom of the tank now, and we're just working out the shapes and the patterns. So we've got some pretty cool bits of bogwood. This is one of the main pieces. This is going to go in the centre. It's kind of going to be like an underwater way. We're going to pop that in the tank, and then we're going to have a little look as to where we want to put this gravel. So I think it's going to have to go somewhere like that, I would say. You can see there's kind of fish can go underneath here and through there and around, and there's going to be a bit of a cave area there and a bit of a cave area there, but there's lots of playing around. What I think we'll probably do is bring some more gravel down here and make sure that they can really get underneath there, I think. But it's a decision that me and the other half shall have to make. Right, so does anyone else start a job late into the afternoon or early evening when they know they've got work very early the next day and they know this job could take 2 or 3 hours? So it's now 8 o'clock in the evening. I should have really saved doing all this tomorrow when I get back from work, go to the gym, get home, relax, get on with it. But no, we wanted to do it now. So we're having to work out how we plant fish tank plants. What we've worked out is we have to take them out the pots, like so, take off this sort of membrane media, if you like. Sorry, you're going to have dogs barking, it's a normal house, I'm afraid. And then they kind of expose the plants and their little roots, and then all you do is place that, we believe, in the gravel. Now, a lot of my videos have a lot of help. There's going to be no help in this video because I don't really know what I'm doing myself. We're sort of winging it, if you like. We tried to listen to the people in the aquarium shop, but you know what it's like. It goes in one ear, you try and absorb it, and then it sort of goes out the other. So these ones, at the moment, these plants that we're sort of pulling apart, they go in the back of the tank and they're going to grow quite tall. They just get stuffed in the gravel, and then we've got some plants in this bag here, which get stuck to bogwood, and you can use super glue for that, and you can glue it on. So yeah, that's the idea. Yes, we are back in this room again, and we're just planting now the little, say, seedlings. They're not seedlings, they're well, saplings, I suppose.
We have absolutely no idea what we're doing.
We don't know what we're doing, do we really, Tess?
No.
We're just making a little indent in the gravel, sticking the little sapling in. I think a sapling's for a tree. I'm not sure what a weed or whatever these things are.
They're cuttings.
Cuttings? Oh, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, we're just sticking it in, and we're going to put some water in it, and then we're going to hope the tank doesn't leak. But yeah, as I said, this isn't a learning video. This is just to see how much we bugger it up video, and just, yeah, see how we get on. Whew. Right, we've finally got to the stage where we're filling up with water. We've got a hose pipe running through the room, and that's our tank, so I'll talk you through it. I don't know how people who, you know, film things so well, I suppose they do it in the daytime, they spend all day doing it, but yeah, just moving the camera angles and everything, it's been a bit tricky. So, you know, we've winged it with these plants. We think these ones you just plant into the ground. The ones towards the back obviously are meant to grow quite tall, and then they're going to fill the back of the tank up. And then we've got some bigger ones on the wood, which are actually very slow growing apparently, but that's quite a nice size one. I don't know whether you're meant to pull them apart. I don't know, but I've tied that on there with a bit of fishing line. We were told fishing line or super glue, so that's what we're doing. It's slowly filling up now. One thing we're a bit nervous about is whether it's going to leak under here. We hope not. We hope not.
I'll put it this way: the water line's come up a bit.
Yeah, it hasn't.
Yet.
It hasn't leaked yet, has it? So yeah, we'll see. And then we're going. Once it's filled up, we'll turn the filter on. We'll turn the heater on.
Quickly.
And it is, isn't it?
It's going a lot quicker than I thought it would.
Yeah, it'll be done in probably 20 minutes. Yeah, once it's up there, we'll turn the temperature on. I think we're going to put it to about 26 degrees. I need to just double check that. Get the heater on, get the filter on, leave the plants to settle in. Probably going to leave it about a week, 2 weeks before we put any fish in it. That will give the bacteria a head start to grow into the filter. So, yeah, I'm quite excited actually. I'm a bit nervous because it's I like to get things done as good as I can, and I've got no idea about real plants and stuff. But yeah, it's looking interesting.
that.
No. So that time lapse, guys, I'm afraid, stopped halfway through. We had a slight leak. So obviously it's underground. It's an under tank filter system. So we had to tighten them up even more. Even though they were tight, we had to tighten them up even more. And then I think we've solved the leak. I actually think it was a bit of condensation. So we're very nearly now.
No, I tightened it up.
For that, yeah, tested a bit of tightening, didn't you? Very nearly filled it up. Now these rocks here, they're not meant to be there. They're just holding the bogwood down while that absorbs all the water, and then hopefully will stay on the bottom. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to sort of tie it onto the bottom somehow. But yeah, it's looking good. Obviously, well, we had to do some tightening of the screws here. We've disturbed some of the plants, but as you can see down there, that's where we had to start doing some emergency tightening. But yeah, it's looking really nice actually. We're going to give it, I think, a week or two before we put any fish in it. Just let the plants develop and let the aquarium just get some natural bacteria in the system. Make sure it's all running, make sure we're all happy, and yeah. But I think we've done quite a nice little job there. I mean, it's quite basic, really. It's a bit of wood, bit of plant, but once it's established, I think it'll look really good. We'll add a couple of bits to it probably as time goes on. We didn't put the rocks in there in the end. We're going to take them back, but yeah, there we go. That's the tank so far. I'll get back to you when it's a little bit more established, and yeah, in a minute. When it's a little bit more established, and we go and get some fish. Also, I'll take you to the aquatic shop when we go and do that. But yeah, we've got about another minute, I'll say, before we turn the hose off and finally get to bed. Oh, it's been a long day. Right, so we headed back to the aquarium shop today. Those rocks that we didn't use yesterday, very kindly got my money back on those. He actually gave me a credit note. So what we've done is I bought a little bit more bogwood, and what we're going to do is I'm going to glue this bogwood like that to there. And we're going to use this bit of bogwood to sort of hide the filter and the heater. You've got my other half doing the washing in the background, being a good lady. And I'm here doing my aquarium stuff. So I've got some super glue today, which is what you're meant to be used to stick plants down and to do the wood as well. So yeah, we're going to glue that together and then stick some plants on it, and then we're going to sink that hopefully into the aquarium and sort of use that to hide the filter. We've sort of decided what fish we're going to get. I'm going to run through the list with my other half in a minute, because we're going to go for more of a specialist tank, not such a simple community tank, you know, with your guppies and your platies and stuff. And tetras. We're going for a bit more interest. We've got some interesting fish that we want to get, but we've also got some cool other fish going to go in because I quite like what we're going to get. So I'm looking forward to show you those. But yeah, let's glue this together. Right, so I just had my dinner. Tess is having her dinner to the right of me. As I said the other day, this is a working household. There's not much we can do. So we've got some plants which we're going to stick to the bogwood. I can't actually tell you the names. I can't remember. I love the money. And they haven't got labels either, but pretty pretty. So they clump together, and we're just going to pull the rock wall off of them, and then we're going to stick it onto this bit of bogwood that we just stuck down. Now I think it's stuck, because the idea is we're going to have it like this, sitting up like that. So I'm going to put some plants up top here, and maybe some plants around there. Sticking two bits of bogwood together just creates a more interesting piece, and I think that looks quite cool. So I'm going to just kind of pop in the back of my aquarium room and grab some tweezers, because that's what we're going to need to sort these plants out. Oh dear. So yeah, we didn't really film getting the fish, putting them in too well. Lots and lots of changes kept happening to the tank. We kept adding little bits, taking bits out. We realised that we were sort of novices to aquascaping, so lots of different things happened. We obviously created that item there, which was in the corner over here, you will have seen probably in the video. So that's been moved onto the bit of bogwood there to create some height. It's got a few nice plants stuck to it as well. And then we've also got that which we made with some plants on it as well to give the fish some extra hiding places and some bit of extra coverage. And obviously the plants there that are raised, they give it a nice bit of height as well. So fish that we've now got in this tank, it's a little bit of a weird specialist aquarium really. We've got ruby barbs, I think we've got 8 of those. We have got 12 rosy barbs, which are the orange ones. We have got 2 long-nosed elephant fish, there's one down here, and there's also one over there right now. We've got 2 Pictus catfish, we've got 3 clown loach, we've got 2 strawberry leparadis or something like that, can't quite pronounce that one. We've got, I think, 6 white widows, they're in there as well. We've also got a dwarf cichlid, a pretty cool cichlid, and there's a female in there, there's a male. And we've also got a black knife ghostfish, which is tricky to film because he doesn't like coming out and he sits right at the back. I will try and get a little bit of footage for him of you. So that's our tropical fish tank. It's been going very, very well actually. Obviously we've checked the water parameters regularly, given it lots of water changes, and yeah, I must say it's been a fantastic journey to get to where we are today. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Obviously it's not fishing related, but we are a fishing channel, so we've thrown some fish in there for you to enjoy. And there's quite a few followers of the channel who actually have tanks, because you contacted me when I posted this on my Facebook page. So if you've got any ideas what you might have done differently, or what you wouldn't put in there and I have, tell me. But yeah, they're all crowding up here because they think it's dinner time, so we better get them fed at some point. Anyway, one little fish we forgot to mention. I've got a flying fox fish in there. He's at the very back at the moment, and he accidentally got put in there by the aquarist man. So yeah, certainly some different fish, and hopefully you'll be seeing this tank in a few more videos to come.